Hello and welcome to another episode here on my channel. My name is Chaos Mole, and today we have to talk about that it is finally official. Throne and Liberty, the new game by NCSoft, or just NC as they call them today, is now being published here in the West by Amazon Games. A few things first before we go into this. Throne and Liberty is basically the new Lineage game. They have just changed the game multiple times over the decade and changed also the name, and it's now Throne and Liberty. But it is technically at heart still a Lineage game. And the second thing you might immediately think is, wait, what do you mean Amazon Games is now the publisher of this game? We already knew that. No, you didn't. You heard about it because there were rumors swirling around that NCSoft found a big Western publisher who is doing the publishing, but they cannot tell us yet who it is. Now, let's be real here. There are not a lot of big MMORPG publishers left here in the West, and so a lot of people just concluded it was Amazon Games. But we didn't have an official announcement. Now, that changed. This is the official press release. You can find it at Amazon Games. And they are saying that Amazon Games and NCSoft today announced an agreement to bring the MMORPG Throne and Liberty to North America, South America, Europe, and Japan. Amazon Games will publish the highly anticipated title for PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series with support for cross-platform play. And NCSoft has created some of the most popular and longest running online games in the world, so it's no surprise that Throne and Liberty is among today's most anticipated MMOs. Now, I've already read this, right? And what I can tell you is there is no information here. If you are looking for a release date, if you are looking for any information on the monetization model or what exactly they are planning, it's not here. It's not on this announcement. But as somebody who has seen how they are handling Lost Ark, how they are handling New World, how they are handling Blue Protocol so far, which is another big MMO coming out this year, I think Amazon Games is a good choice. Now, I know what some people immediately think would be like, what? You do what? Amazon is bad, man. Well, look, I totally agree that with New World, they dropped the ball. Look, I have played New World. I know where we are at, and I totally agree. They dropped the ball on that. And New World is unfortunately the exception of the rule. But they have done a pretty good job with Lost Ark, especially when it came to the monetization. I know the monetization model is still not perfect here in the West, but it is worlds in comparison to South Korea. Like, they really took the pay-to-win aspect out of the game as far as possible. And they did a great job on that. So, if they're bringing their same expertise to Throne and Liberty, and hopefully this time with NC, they actually have a publisher / developer who is a little bit more open. Like, I know that a lot of people are bashing Amazon Games when they are not giving us a lot of information, but what we hear is that this is not apparently Amazon Games' issue, but this is very much a problem coming from the developers of Lost Ark, and that they have been pretty much lip-tied when it comes to give us early information. Like, sometimes Amazon Games found out about things 2 days before they actually announced it, or something like that. So it's not always Amazon Games' fault here. And truth to be told, I'm okay with this. Now, the next question you probably have is, wait a second, Mo. Why would NCSoft do this? They have published games here in the West. They have tons of MMOs out here right now in the West, which are all coming from NCSoft directly. Yes and no. It's fascinating the more you think about it. And NCSoft has not published that many games here in the West. In Europe, it's all going through another publisher, right? Like Ion is, what is it? Gameforge, who's doing it, right? Guild Wars, another wonderful example. Guild Wars is published and developed by ArenaNet. It's not NCSoft. Again, they always try to find like a publisher slash distributor in some regions. And NCSoft has been basically falling back from the whole publishing in the West kind of deal, because I hate to say it a bit, but they were not great. In the last years, whenever there was an NCSoft title I was eager to check out, I realized very quickly that it was purely maintained, that the community work wasn't great, and the monetization model was kinda ass. So for me, this is a good news, because I will be honest, it can't get any worse than NCSoft or Gameforge. I still have a lot of like thoughts about Gameforge doing the publishing here in Europe, and it's just, yeah, let Amazon Games try, because so far, when it comes to publishing of Asian MMOs here in the West, they have been doing a really good job. I say this completely unironically. I mean it. Again, New World notwithstanding, but this is where they are also the developer, not just the publisher. I want to see how they are handling it. And we will probably get some more information on this game soon here in the West. Now that Amazon is in the spotlight, I am pretty much convinced that we will get more information on this in the future. And when that happens, you will also find it here on the channel, so make sure to subscribe and also like the video. And if you want to stop by at one of our live streams, we are also doing here on YouTube. No, I'm not a Twitch streamer, I'm a YouTube streamer. You can find us here between Monday and Friday at 8 a.m. ET, that is 1 p.m. UK time, and 2 p.m. Central European time. And we are doing gaming news, watching trailers, and then always playing the newest games. And Throne and Liberty will be on here. I can already guarantee you that. But yeah, there will be more videos in the future, so stay tuned for that. With that said, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.